Hello everyone. I'm Evidence Ma'am.
And I'm Stats Bro.
This channel is for studying quick and comprehensive medical statistics. You may want to learn about medical statistics, but you don't have the time or don't know where to start. We, two physicians, will provide videos to help you in such situations. Let's have fun together and improve our statistical literacy. In this first episode, we'll start from the very basics. We will talk about the mean and the median. First, let's start right away with the conclusion of this video. 1. Both the mean and the median are measures of central tendency. 2. Regardless of the data distribution, the median is more convenient as a measure of central tendency. We will explain them in order. First, what exactly are measures of central tendency? Measures of central tendency are, as the name suggests, methods of summarizing data and condensing them into a single representative value. Both the mean and the median are examples of these measures of central tendency. In your daily life, including medicine and other fields, you may come across various data and numbers. However, if you had to mention each and every piece of data one by one, it wouldn't stick in your mind, right? That's where measures of central tendency come in handy. Let's consider the example of the length of employment for part-time workers. Imagine that there are 9 part-time staff members here. It's like a restaurant or something similar. Now, let's say one person has been working for 4 years. Another person is a newbie in their first year. And yet another person has been working for 3 years. We have 3 individuals with 3 years of experience, 2 with 2 years of experience, 1 with 5 years of experience, and 1 with 4 years of experience. That's the situation we have. At this point, some of you might be eager to ask, so, what's the mean of years for everyone? I bet you thought that, right? I did too. That's where the mean comes into play. By using the mean, we can express this data in just one number. Calculating it is simple. Just like you learned in elementary school or something like that, you add up all the values and divide by the number of data points. That's how you obtain the concept of the mean. In this case, it would be 3. So, to put it simply, this workplace can be described as having a mean of 3 years. Now, another method to summarize this data is through the concept of the median. The median simply refers to rearranging the data in ascending order and identifying the middle value. In our current example, when we rearrange the data, it looks something like this: 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. So, what is the middle value? It is 3. Therefore, to put it simply, this workplace can be described as having a median of 3 years. Interestingly, in this particular example, both the mean and the median are 3. So, in our example today, we had 9 data points, which happened to be an odd number, allowing us to have a precise middle value. However, when we have an even number of data points, there won't be an exact middle value. In such cases, what do we do? Well, simply put, we calculate the average of the 2 middle values and consider it as the median. In essence, the median is the value right in the middle when we consider all the data points. It's quite simple. Is everything clear so far? Let's summarize for a moment. When summarizing data in a single statement, we have 2 methods to represent the measures of central tendency, the mean and the median. The mean is obtained by summing up all the data points and dividing by the number of data points. The median, on the other hand, is the value that falls right in the middle of the data set. Alright, now here comes the crucial point. So, to be honest, which one should you use? Let's delve into that from here. In reality, there are various intricate discussions surrounding this topic. However, for this time, let's trim it down and focus on the most fundamental aspect. In essence, if asked which one to use between the median and the mean, there is only one key point to consider. To put it simply, it depends on the distribution of the data. That's it. However, regardless of the data distribution, the median tends to be more convenient as a measure of central tendency. Let's explore this further in practice. I would like to visually summarize the previous example of part-time workers by creating a proper graph. This type of graph is called a histogram. A histogram represents the data values on the horizontal axis and the frequency or count of each value on the vertical axis. Anyway, when we summarize the previous example in this histogram, it would look something like this. 1 person with 1 year of employment, 2 people with 2 years, 3 people with 3 years, 2 people with 4 years, 1 person with 5 years. As we calculated earlier, both the mean and the median are 3 years in this case. It's beautifully symmetric, isn't it? Furthermore, right around the middle where the median and mean are, there is a concentration of values, creating a bell-shaped distribution. It's often referred to as a bell curve. Although I will skip the detailed explanation this time, this type of distribution is known as a normal distribution. In this kind of distribution, whether you use the mean or the median, both values serve as reasonable representatives or measures of central tendency for the data. Now, let's consider a different distribution. In this case, we have 5 people with 1 year, no one from 2 years to 4 years, and 4 people with 5 years. It is an asymmetric distribution, quite different from the previous one. If we calculate the mean for this distribution, taking into account 5 people with 1 year and 4 people with 5 years, the average would be 2.78 years. However, if the owner or chef says, the mean length of employment for our part-time workers is around 2.7 years, it wouldn't accurately represent the distribution, right? The reason is that no one actually worked for 2.7 years. There are no individuals with such an employment duration in the data. Therefore, the mean value fails to truly capture the distribution and cannot be considered an appropriate representative measure of central tendency. On the other hand, if we calculate the median, the data sequence would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5. In this case, the middle value is 1, which is a more reasonable representation of the dataset. In this case, there are many individuals in their first year. Therefore, it would be more accurate to say, the median is 1 year, rather than stating, the mean is 2.7 years. This statement better reflects the actual situation. This is the strength of the median. Regardless of the distribution, it provides a reasonably valid representative value. Furthermore, another advantage of the median is its resistance to extreme outliers. Let's consider a different workplace scenario with 7 part-time workers. There are 2 employees in their first year, 2 in their second year, 2 in their third year, and 1 elder employee with 15 years of experience. If we calculate the mean in this case, it would be 3.8 years, approximately 4 years. However, in reality, that is not the case at all. Since there is no one who has worked for 4 years, using the average as a representation of the data would be inappropriate. Instead, let's look at the median. In this scenario, the third year is the middle value, so the median is 3. As a single representative value to express the tenure in this workplace, the median is superior to the mean. In fact, the same issue is often discussed regarding annual income. It is a fairly well-known problem in Japan and other countries, so you may have heard about it. Let me briefly address it. When we graph the distribution of income among Japanese individuals, it looks something like this. Despite frequently hearing statistical data stating the mean annual income is blah blah million yen, in reality, there are many people who say, I don't earn that much. Why does this happen? It's because the distribution of income does not follow a symmetrical bell-shaped distribution. In reality, there are a very small number of individuals who earn an exorbitant amount of money, and they are located towards the right side of this graph. As a result, the graph extends significantly to the right, skewing the average value higher. When we align all the income data side by side and calculate the median, it is widely known to be much lower. By the way, we casually introduced a new concept called the mode, which simply refers to the most frequent value. The income range corresponding to the mode is known to be even lower. The significant difference between the mode and the mean results in a large number of people not being able to relate to the mean income figure. In essence, when it comes to income statistics, it is not appropriate to use the mean as a representative value. Here's the summary. Both the mean and the median are measures of central tendency. The mean is not a reliable representative value unless the data follows a symmetrical bell-shaped distribution. The median is a versatile representative value that can be used regardless of the data distribution. That's all for today. We offer videos in Japanese with English subtitles as well. If you are interested in learning medical statistics in Japanese, be sure to check them out. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. Your support motivates me. I aim to provide a simple overview of medical statistics in this video without going too deep into complex math. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Feel free to reach out with any questions or suggestions. Until next time.